Today, I'm gonna be reading every single word from my spelling list. I'm gone. English spelling list. Came to a standstill, ravenous and bushed, unrelenting yammering, helpless sobs choked my throat. Relief inundated me, made my hair stand. A sense of foreboding surged through me, froze my wits, back in a jiffy. Spun into a whirlwind, intense heat of the raging inferno. A woe-begone emotion fell on me. Ominous thought, flailing my arms wildly, loud blast jolted me. Rummaged frantically, critical juncture, soaring skywards, as desolated as an abandoned town. Battled valiantly. Brimming, meticulously, creased, ambassador, advocate, snickered, unbidden, pondered, ruefully, snapshot, panicking, gestures, pleaded, abruptly, deflated, thumping, flushed, embarrassment, humiliated, dejected. Slink, tallied, embodies, nonetheless, hooted, dismay, torrential, caution, pelting, brink, drenched, imaginary, chimed, encouragingly, appeal, subside, brainstormed, enrollment, commendation, assistance, repulsive, patched, emotional, reflecting, infectious, intensive, especially, establishment, compromise, breathe, successful, suspended, frown, surviving, consciousness, tarnished, the corridor, dependent, paralyzed, necessities. I only have a minute. I'm gonna do the meanings. I'm gonna do the meanings from the top of my head. Came to a standstill. That's like, oh, something shocking. Lock in. Ravenous and bushed. Ravenous, hungry, bushed, tired. Unrelenting yammering. That's like, talking a lot. Like what I do. Helpless sobs choke my throat. Like you're crying so much that you can't like breathe. I think that's what happens. Like relief inundated me. Inundated like relief. Like relief is like you feel very like something, like you're here, then your dad went into the burning fire, then you're like, oh no, my dad. Then your dad comes back out of the fire, then he's like, oh, I'm fine, son. Then it's like relief inundated me. It's like relief, I guess. Inundated, I don't know, made my hair stand. Like that. Made my hair stand. It's kind of like scared. A sense of foreboding surged through me. That's a bad feeling. Yeah, froze my wits. Scared again. So like the scene in front of me. Okay, no, I'll just do the part. Back in a jiffy. Jiffy. I have no idea what a jiffy is, but back in a jiffy means back quick. Spun into a whirlwind. It's usually used for like thoughts. So my thoughts spun into a whirlwind as I processed the information that had just been given to me, I guess. Intense heat of the raging inferno. Like, I think it'll have to like be flipped, but intense. I think this is it. Intense heat of the raging inferno. Yeah, you flip that on your own. I'm not doing that. That's like there's a really huge fire. Okay, this is a building. Okay, no, wait. Like, this is a building. Then the inferno would be like really big. Like, sorry, wait. This much bigger, I guess. So intense heat of the raging inferno. God, I can't put it back. need to rearrange my Hyuna shrine. Okay, whatever. Woe begone emotion fell on me. That's like after your bad feeling, then you think something bad really happened, then it's like, oh shit, like that lor. It's like sadness, ominous thought, a bad thought lah, a thought like about something bad that could have happened. Flailing my arms widely, I'm just gonna do it. Loud blast jolted me. That would be then you're like, oh shit. Rummage frantically. Like this is like your bag. Okay, wait. Like you have a bag, you have your bag. You can't, like you're trying to find your thing. But you like got so much trash in your bag that you cannot find it. Then it's like, yeah, it's all that shit. I just put trash into my pillow. Critical juncture. At like the critical moment, I guess. If you know what critical moment is, then yeah, but like if you don't know, it's like at the point where it was most important, I guess. Soaring skywards. It's literally what it means. Like going up into the sky. Like soaring would be like flying very fast up. Skywards would be up. So flying really fast up. As desolated as an abandoned town. As empty as an abandoned town lah. Desolated is just empty. Battled valiantly. Valiantly, whatever, I don't know. It's like bravely, so battled bravely. Battled is like fought. Okay, now to the words. It's like 1, 2, 3, 60 words. Oh my god. Brimming a lot, meticulously, carefully. Meticulously would just be like carefully with like you're writing something, right, on a really small thing, then you have to be meticulous, then you like very slowly do it, like meticulously painted every strand of hair or whatever or something, I don't know. Crease would be like you know, like the folds in your clothes, so it's like this. So yeah. Ambassador is someone who speaks for something. Ambassador of peace, ambassador of justice. Let's say ambassador of peace. An ambassador of peace is someone who speaks for peace, somebody who wants peace in the world, I guess. Advocate would be somebody who stands for something, like, so like if you were to say an ambassador is an advocate, that would mean that an ambassador, someone who stands for something, or is also someone who, someone who speaks for something is someone who stands for something. Stands for something means like you how to say someone who I'm bad at explaining. Someone who supports something. Snickered is like evilly giggled. Like that lor. Unbidden, like unwanted, I guess. Pondered, thought. Ponder is thought. Ruefully is sadly. Snapshot, screenshot. If you know what screenshot is, I'm not explaining that. Snapshot is like when you like take a picture. It's like, so a snapshot would be a photograph, but I don't know why got different words for like the same thing. Panicking, how do I explain panicking? It's like the easiest word ever. Panicking is what I'm doing right now. Like you cannot think of a solution, so you just like you're just like, oh no, how do I fix this? Do I do this? No. Do I do this? No. Like, you cannot think of a proper solution for something, and then you just like, your mind is all over the place. Gestures is like this is a heart gesture, like this is a snake gesture. 6, 7. I don't know. Pleaded is like please bro, please, I need this. Abruptly is like suddenly. Thumping is like badum badum badum. I don't know. Deflated is like, you know when you blow into a balloon, then you let go, then you're like, then it just like becomes like flat again. That's deflated. That's a deflated balloon. So you can kind of guess what it means from there. I already did that. Embarrassment is when you feel like, oh, this thing happened to me, and I'm kind of, and it's making me feel this, like say, like you're at the kopitiam, and then your chopstick fell onto the ground, hit an old lady's foot. So it's your chopstick, so you just feel that it's like kind of like, it's like, oh shoot, that's my fault. Yeah, the kind of, it's that feeling. I really don't know how to explain. Just drop a chopstick on the floor with that old auntie sitting next to you. Yeah. Humiliated. It's like when you, humiliated is like when you when you're literally like, something happened, and then you're like people are laughing at you. That's what you feel like. Humiliated is like to describe like it when you feel like everybody like it is judging you and stuff. Dejected is sad. Okay, slink, I don't know. Tallied is counted. Embodies is I know what it means, but I don't know how to explain. Embodies is like that, like when you I don't know. Yeah, I cannot explain. Bro, this is my third spelling. Why can't I explain? I know what slink means. I just don't know how to explain anything. Nonetheless, it's like even so, I guess. Hooted is like just say hooted when you say sad lah, I guess. Dismay is like sad. Torrential, I don't know. I'm just gonna circle all the ones that I don't know. I'll try to explain them later on. So slink, embodies, hooted, torrential. Caution is like like wand, I guess. Pelting is throwing things like very fast, like I just threw stuff in my iPad. I think it's broken now. Oopsies. Drenched is, brink is Google it. Drenched is when you're like covered in like a liquid, so that's drenched. Imaginary is when you like you know, like those demons you see at the corner of your room when before you sleep. Yeah, that's an imaginary, I think, like something that comes from your mind but isn't actually there. Chimed is that sound a bell makes. Encouragingly is like told, oh, you can do it. That's an encouragement. So encouragingly is like they say something to you, but it's sort of like an encouragement. So you don't say it was an encouragement, you said it said encouragingly. Appeal is like when it's the description of something that gives you, that you like, that people would like. Subside is going away. So it's like an illness, like your illness subsided after a while. Brainstorm is like thought of. I don't know why they say brainstorm. That's the most stupid word I've ever heard. Enrollment is when you enter something. So I just enrolled into this school. You just entered this school. Commendation is praise. Assistance is help. Okay, repulsive is something disgusting, I guess. Patched is you know those patches, like you got the stitch thing, right? Like you got a stitch, like a blanket. You know all those movies where they talk about the poor people, then they pick up the scraps off the floor to fix the blanket that has a lot of holes. So they stitch it up, they stitch it onto the blanket. That's a patch. So patched is would come from the phrase all patched up, which means all like covered. Like you have a bruise, you put a plaster on it or something. So that's like you're patching yourself up, patching. So when you finish patching yourself up, that's patched up. So technically, I think in this instance, patched would be like you put bandages on yourself. Emotional is usually emotional would mean like feeling a very strong emotion. So you're so after hearing the good news, he became very emotional. Very emotional would come from like if it's good news, you would be happy, right? So if you're emotional comes from the happiness, because you're very very happy about this news, so it becomes so that you're emotional, I guess. Reflecting is what happens when you see a mirror, I guess. Infectious is COVID-19. Intensive is intensive training lah. Like you know the phrase, you know the description of training that's like intensive. That would intensive comes from the word intense. Intense means something you have to work very hard to do, I guess. Specially, it's like something that's specially made. So specially means made especially for something. Especially means specifically. I don't know how to explain specifically. Establishment is a kind of like a stall. Compromised would be endangered. Breathe would be, well, what do you do with your respiratory system? I guess. I think that's respiratory. I'm just gonna say it. It's just respiratory. Successful is when you do something and then okay, so say you did a test, you studied hard for the test, then you got 100 out of 100 for the test. Like you passed the test with flying colours. That's that's what successful means. Suspended is, there's two meanings. Suspended in a school wise is like your punishment for doing this thing is to stay in school, like suspended in school, or suspended like at home, so at home suspension. If you were to talk about it like suspended would be like, I mean like school wise, suspended would be like staying at, if I didn't say that. Suspended in the air, that's the second meaning. Suspended in the air, well, like so like there's something holding it up, like with this string, then there's this item, so you're saying this item is suspended in the air because it's like stuck. So I think essentially suspended would mean like stuck in something. So at home suspension, suspended in the air, I think it means the same thing. Frowned is when you do this. That's frowned. Like when you make that like sad face that you always draw on your worksheets. 1, 2, sad. Surviving means like not dying, I guess. Consciousness is, wow, this is hard. Consciousness is how they describe If you're Christian, it would be like your soul. I mean, if you believe in anything, then it will be your soul. If like not, it's just what ghosts are. Like when you die, you become a ghost. It's technically your ghost is your consciousness. Tarnished is like broken. It's not completely broken, but it's kind of like broken up. So it's scratched, it's torn a little bit, but not completely torn. Or something, I don't know. Like it's a little bit broken, it's not completely broken. Corridor is basically just a word for hall lah, I guess. Corridor is like there's like 2 rooms here, and then in between the 2 rooms is this area that leads to both of the rooms, but then it also leads to another room up here, another room up here. The part in between is called a corridor. Dependent is like when you need something, when you specifically need something. Paralyzed, pause. Dependent is like when you're dependent on something. That means you really need something. Let's say you're dependent on food to survive. So if you're dependent on food to survive, you need food to survive. Paralyzed is like you cannot move at all. It's usually caused by something, or you can just be born paralyzed. That would put you down. Execution isn't part of my spelling list, but execution is like when you kill somebody because they did something bad. If they didn't do anything bad, they just got murder. Necessities is something that you need. It's kind of like you're dependent on necessities. You need this thing that you also need. So if you say you're dependent on necessities, it makes no sense. So yeah, that's the end of my video.